Hello, YouTube fans, here again. And the rest I'm talking about Wood the Hour. Why not this one? Braid Runner. Now, I'm not going to talk about the Director's Core or the Ridley Scott's Core or the fucking Work Print or any of these ones. I'm just going to talk about the original, probably the theatrical, whatever version of Blade Runner. If you want to know my thoughts on the directors, the work print, whatever, look at my early reviews of this. This is more about Wood Hour, the actor. Now, as we know, in 1982, Wood Hour got offered the role for Blade Runner to play the villain. And what he did was he cut his hair very short, dyed it lickety right blonde. He definitely wanted to get into this character. And this was roughly 1 year after Harrison Ford had his big break in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Very funny seeing this because he went for the audition for Blade Runner and he was dressed up as Indy. I'm not making this shit up, he was dressed up as Indiana Jones. Because it wasn't that long when he was working on this, they decided to do Blade Runner. And Ridley Scott, he had his big break in 1979 with Alien, so he definitely was no stranger. And as you know, it was taken off a book called Electric Dreams. Little bits in there what was altered, that there was supposed to be a thing which causes you to have pain and it makes you forget things. It'd later be scrapped, but would later be used in another sci-fi film, that being the original, the Tacit, Total Recall, the original one. And little bits here and there. So, it's based on 2010. People can argue it's already come and gone, but don't forget this was an 80s film. And, I like the idea you got flying cars, you got flying this, you got flying that. And people now would laugh at it and think, you see, because it's been done that many times. It's been done that many times, you know what I mean? Back to the Future 2, been done. Music videos, been done. Other futuristic films, it's been done that many times, the flying cars. But for 1982, this was actually pretty amazing effects. This was stop breaking effects for that era. People seem to forget that. And like I say, it's Harrison Ford. He's this retired Blade Runner. He's been dragged back into to go after the replicators, and one of them is Woodard Hour. And he doesn't want to do it, but he has no option but to do it. And yeah, I can see why some people don't like the voiceovers Harrison Ford did in the theatrical or the uncut one. So when it got to the early 90s, it was Ridley Scott got his ultimate red team, he got rid of the voiceovers, he had the ending where Harrison Ford goes on the run instead of the happy ending, and so on. And like I say, he's going after the replicators and killing them one by one. You got Finger Lung in it. This is one of the early roles, very nice to look at. And he finds out she's a replica and he falls for her. And I just love to see now Wood the Owl looks, I mean. And Ray comes in, he smiles, he has a presence. And it's like I said, he could be a really, really good guy or he could be a really, really good villain. And in this, I mean, this was like 1 year after he did Nighthawks, and he's definitely a different type of villain. You feel for him, but you also know he's a villain. There's a date scene where he kills this guy he's going for, and he cusses his head. And I do know in the uncut one, it's more graphic. He actually scalps his eyes out. And but I love that bit. It just shows he's brutal, he's nasty when he wants to be. They've got the idea that these are man-made sort of humans, but not humans. They've got the strength. You've got the dirt who does appeared in Splash. This was the first big break. And there's a love scene between him and her and so on. They meet this guy, go to pasture, and that's how they kill the main guy. Now, I do know there was a deleted scene, but it wasn't as graphic, but I'm happy to see it now. Either the uncut one or the theatrical's different. He cusses his head, but on the uncut one, he stamps his eyes out. And you don't really see Sebastian get killed, but you got the idea would the hour might have killed him and all. And one guy would you might remember being in lots of films. I was remembering him being in House V, the horror show. he's in this. He's beating Harrison Ford, but he gets shot, killed. And the Durf end of Wooded Hour, he shoots her again on the uncut one. It's a lot more fissures. He gets him by his nose like that, that being Harrison Ford as Blade Runner. But he shoots her, and I think on the uncut one, he shoots her a few more times. Then you've got Wooded Hour chasing our main man, being Harrison Ford, and he could have the option of killing him, but he doesn't kill him. What's all that isn't really all that bad. He could kill him, but he doesn't. He breaks his fingers, he batters him a little bit, but he doesn't kill him. Doesn't kill him. And he says that epic line, he knows he's dying, and Harrison Ford looking at him. And I do remember he improvised them lines, you know, tears in the rain, if you could only see what I can see. And he dies, and it's sort of a sad scene. It kind of ruined it, the theatrical, because you've got the voiceover, we know it, we've seen it. So that's one where I would say the director's cut improved it. It improved it. Because you don't get the stupid voiceover, we get it already. Us as the audience get it, he knows he was going to die. He does a decent thing. He could kill Harrison Ford, but he doesn't. And the fact that he improvised them lines, tears in the rain, to me, it just shows what a good actor Wooded Hour is. It really does. It's hard to watch now because we know he's sadly no longer with us. May he rest. But it's a damn good scene. And this, the film, sadly to say, wasn't a big hit. People wanted it to be like another Star Wars. They thought it was because Harrison Ford was in it. But it wasn't. But over the years, as we know, it became a total following. We found out there's so many different versions, whether it be the work print, whether it be the director's cut, whether it be the uncut one. Like I just said, it was a lot more violent, theatrical, we already know, loads of versions. And it became a total classic. I know they made a sequel, but I'm on about Wooded Hour. And it's like I said, Wooded Hour, he could be a really, really good villain, or he could really, really make a good bad guy. Whatever you make of him. And yes, you get that stupid happy ending where he dives off with the woman, you got another voiceover, you got that date music, which I do know they use the opening of the signing, you know, the bit of the opening, they use that for the ending. But whatever version it is, I like Blade Runner. I think it's a very stylish, I think it's a very slick, futuristic film. If you get rid of all the other flying car futuristic films, see that for the very first time on the big screen, it's big, and it's saying it wasn't a big hit. It really is. I mean, Wooded Hour really smashed it. He really can be, like I know I'm going to repeat myself, he can really be a good villain. I can make a really, really good guy for this, because it's more about Wooded Hour. If you want to know about me other Blade Runners, there's loads of them I've reviewed, but for Wooded Hour, I think it's a good one. You know, be smart, be safe. I'll give it a 4-star rating. See you later.